And we're in. Okay. We're continuing our film festival of movies that contain Christmases but are not Christmas movies.
Yup.
We're talking about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or if you're outside of the United States, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Why can't they say sorcerer?
You'll get burned.
No,
You'll
it's
get
the other way
thrown
around.
You'll get thrown in the lake.
It's the other way around because it was written as Philosopher's Stone because everybody else in the whole fucking world apparently knows what a Philosopher's Stone is, but people in America don't. So,
Oh, so they dumbed it down for us.
yeah, exactly.
I didn't know that either.
Like with so many things.
Philosopher's Stone. If you told me Philosopher's Stone, I'm thinking like Rosetta or something.
It just doesn't. I feel like sorcerer's stone, like the SS, like kind of flows better.
I feel better. I feel like that's true, but J.K. Rowling, not the greatest author that has ever lived, so she didn't really get that.
Well, and they don't really say sorcerer in the movie, right?
Yeah, I do.
No, I mean like in general Harry Potter lore.
Oh, no.
They say
no.
wizard.
That's why it's weird that but they don't say philosopher either.
Right.
That's just why it's weird that it's called that, because there's like, what's the connection? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's a wizard, so why wouldn't it be like the wizard's rock?
Wizard wield sorcery. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Not necessarily philosophy.
Right. But a sorcerer is just a wizard.
A bad wizard.
Right. Oh, really?
Right? Because like sorcerer, I feel like a sorcerer.
Oh, as a negative
a
connotation?
sorcerer is a negative thing.
Oh, I think you could be a good sorcerer.
Can you?
Just like a good witch.
Maybe.
You could be a good witch.
Okay, so The Sorcerer's Apprentice?
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, he's great.
Fantasia?
Yeah, great.
Fantasia.
Yeah.
God, that movie gave me nightmares.
Classical music just fucked your shit up.
Did you watch Fantasia? It's traumatic. It's intense.
No, Wizard of Oz fucked my shit up as a kid, but not Fantasia.
Fantasia did not like, dude. I don't know what.
It is
Early on, young, really young too. I'm like, no, this is not for me.
There is some
It's
trippiness
anxiety.
to Disney. I remember probably the first time I went to Disneyland as like an adult. You do some of those rides, and you're like, I've never taken a lot of drugs, but I imagine, if you're on like Winnie the Pooh, I think I made it a YouTube vlog title because the Winnie the Pooh ride in particular. Again, I've never really done drugs, so I've never done like mushrooms or ayahuasca or whatever is supposed to make you see shit. But that ride is nuts.
Really?
Yeah, that ride is nuts. It's kind of
I don't remember
Fantasia-y. Or isn't there a famous Winnie the Pooh cartoon where he's dealing with elephants in a different... I think it's super famous. Watch Winnie the Pooh.
I don't know what he's doing with elephants.
Elephants. He's like in a different...
Another world?
Yeah, the Heffalump.
Oh, Heffalumps and Woozles.
The Heffalump...
Like another show?
No, it's just like an episode of one of them, or of like his show. But he's often like, yeah, look at this. It's all like this, bro.
They use these in the rides?
The ride looks like this, but the Heffalump episode of his show in, I don't know, 80s, 90s, whenever like the first cartoon was out, is insanely trippy. Where the fuck's these pictures?
My kids used
They-
to
they
watch
fucking do
whichever
that.
one this was. I don't know, House on Pooh Corner, maybe? I'm not sure.
Yeah, like the main one. Like
Yeah.
that one. Oh, shit. Like
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah.
You've seen that.
Dude, is that a pop socket? You bringing pop sockets back?
Dude, I didn't know I was outdated.
No, he's been had him.
I had a pop socket
That's
before
what
it
I'm
was
saying.
famous. Like,
He did.
2011. But I didn't know
remember.
they were already out.
Oh, dude, they've been out for like fucking 5 years.
Well, they all got the suction cups now.
Yeah.
It looks like
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing that holds your soap.
Yeah, it looks like an octopus. You stick it on a window or a wall.
Yeah, why has everyone got that? That's it? Just you put it on a wall?
That's so you can like film
TikToks.
Yeah, and shit like out in public. Yeah,
Start
Yeah,
dancing.
that's too awkward. I'm trying to find this Heffalump.
but you can only use the front-facing camera, and then you're just like,
Yeah, which is trash, right?
well, not anymore. I feel like the new ones.
The
are
whole
actually
thing is
pretty
like
good.
that. The whole episode.
Is he scared the whole time?
Well, and he ends up in their world, and they're
Oh,
fucking singing.
That is kind of
Right,
LSD.
it's- yeah, the song is Heffalumps and Woozles are very confusal.
Yeah.
I've heard it a million times.
It goes insane on that thing.
That sounds scary.
It is. Disney's kind of scary. Yeah,
It is.
Well, Disney is kind of scary. There's always a darkness at
Oh
the...
yeah.
They,
the heart of
they got
Disney.
some weird shit through that whole episode.
Oh, yeah.
And the rides, and then there's, I mean, who knows the truths, but there's a lot of weird shit about Homeboy too, right? About Walt.
Yeah.
You know.
I've watched Alice in Wonderland on mushrooms. before.
Yeah, Alice in Wonderland's fucking weird.
And it was it was
Are you
interesting.
over it yet?
Not really.
Yeah, that's why Fantasia fucks your shit up.
No,
You're unlocking doors.
That was 17 years ago.
Yeah.
There was a part specifically when like the cat makes himself disappear
Yeah.
with his tail, and I was like, it's too much. Gotta go.
Tapped out.
I had to leave.
Alice in Wonderland made you tap out.
I had to leave the room. It fucking blew my mind. I couldn't understand it.
Cheshire Cat. Yeah.
Oh, that part. Dude.
Yeah.
I was reading something the other day that something about particles and time travel, and like they've made it possible for part of a particle to show up before it actually arrives.
Yeah, we're done.
Like the Cheshire Cat, the smile would show up before the rest of the cat did.
Yeah.
Like that. They
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that cat's creepy.
Cat's pretty creepy.
A lot of it is creepy. Back to your quote, though. I don't know if sorcery has to be bad.
Yeah, okay. I always thought it was, but I can see now where I feel like it's been used not negatively.
And I think like sorcerers to me is almost like the layman's term. Like you don't want to give him a full wizard because that sounds too crazy, right? He's just kind of a sorcerer.
Yeah.
He's just kind of a sorcerer.
We know a wizard. Ben.
Ben is the Wizard of Occam. We do
Occam.
know a wizard. He is in fact a wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would think almost that like a sorcerer would be like either like the beginning or like a graduating one, right? Like Harry hops off a train here in Sorcerer's Stone and automatically, like I guess it's more of a genetic thing.
He's a savant.
He says, yeah, that too, but he says right away, "You're a wizard, Harry," right? That famous ass line.
Yeah.
But you would almost think that you would have to earn some of that.
Okay, well, this is a very important point. I'm going to have to put my dark glasses on, folks. I left my regulars at home. Sorcerers versus wizards. Okay, sorcerers have an innate gift for magic and are often descended from magical or mystical families. Sorcerers are usually weak in melee combat. This is from D&D. So, but are masters of arcane magic.
We just went to virgins.com.
Exactly. Where my mom's basement.com. Wizards, however, can cast certain types of magic, but are vulnerable in direct combat. I don't know why that matters. But
Yeah, I don't know if that's Harry's world.
I don't know either.
We
Yeah.
might be in a different verse.
I was in my car one time charging, and I went on Twitch because like it's built into the Teslas, whatever
Yeah.
Twitch is, and I went on there and I was watching like Kai or some shit, and then I went back to like the homepage and I got sucked into watching this like D&D like
Yeah.
live stream.
Yeah, they go nuts.
Like, and they had the craziest like build out, like the size of this room.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about D&D, but I was locked in. I'm like, oh, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think
know
it's
what
just
you're
a-
saying, but this is cool.
I think it's just a role-playing Lord of the Rings adventure game.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, a lot of guys stream it. Yeah, I don't know the sorcerer combo. And in this, actually, there's a lot of kind of like X-Men vibes when you dig deep into Harry Potter. I'm surprised how many people haven't watched it, but like the battle between like the Muggle and the non-Muggle, they make those lines hard in the sand, or half-blood or whatever.
like Hermione is a half-blood.
Yeah, yeah. And like,
They
if you
don't
got
mention
Muggle
that
parents,
in this movie, though.
Not yet. They don't really dig into her family sitch as much, or even Ron's, right? Like Ron's dad isn't in this one. But what they do, this is the first one of the series, and I'm a big Harry Potter fan. I've watched the movies my whole life. Most of them, like opening night, like that was the gig. You'd go midnight with the homies, and I saw most of them. But this one, in hindsight, now knowing what I know, which Dean does not know, he hasn't seen them all,
No.
or Sebas, but
I've only seen half.
they
Oh my goodness! Why is it doing that? Make it stop.
The character development is so good and so fast in this, and how the continuity works through the entire thing is like amazing. They almost dilute it later, but they don't lose it. Like they show you right away, like Hermione's the smart one. She's fucking fixing problems. Like Neville Longbottom, is kind of stupid, but the dude's kind of got some answers. Harry's like very altruistic. Like they line up these things. The only one that I don't think fits, and maybe Jim has a better memory than me, and maybe even you over the last 4, is they make Hagrid like really dumb in this one.
Hagrid. This is actually the most screen time that Hagrid has in any of the movies.
Yeah, he's the main dude.
For whatever reason, they really diminished his role as it went on. I mean, they were covering a lot of territory in every one of these movies, which is why the last book is 2 movies.
Well, he has important roles in the next ones, but yeah, he doesn't have a lot of screen time.
Yeah. Well, there's the one where he kind of they go to he gets like exiled, right? He leaves. Which one is that? Order of the Phoenix?
Maybe. I don't know actually.
No,
it might
no.
be 3.
It's the one with like when they're with all the pumpkins and they're hiding in the pumpkins.
Yeah,
and people are looking for them. What movie's that?
Yeah, that's when he gets the clock that he switches times, right?
Yes, so you can go back in time.
The
Which one's that?
the time turner one with when Hermione has the time
Yeah.
turner, so that she's doing double classes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
that. Which
that's
one's that?
I think that might be the third one.
Yeah, it's either,
Goblet of Fire?
no,
No.
I
That's
think
4.
that might be just before that.
Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah,
No.
no, it might be 3.
What's 3 again? Prisoner of Azkaban?
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's that one too.
I think it's that one. We could be getting it wrong. 50% facts, guys. This the name isn't just there for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be 3. That might be 3.
Yeah, I think it is 3. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so like he's important there. He's important in a lot of them. He's important in Goblet of Fire. He's got some important things to say and stuff. But this one, they just make him really dumb. Like I it just stuck in my mind how many times he said, "I shouldn't have said that." And, you know, like he's
Yeah.
like just bleeding.
He's
secrets.
like really excited.
Yeah.
He's just like a big oaf. You know.
Yeah.
But he's not like that in the rest of them. He's kind of wise in the other ones.
Yeah.
He's more of a mentor. Where this one, he's like the 8th year senior in this one.
Yeah. Did you notice
He's
this?
Van Wilder. Is it Van Wilder?
Van Wilder, yeah. Which is
Yeah.
based on what's his name? The Machine.
Kreischer. I've heard
Kurt
that.
Yeah,
Kreischer. Yeah,
that's-
which makes me like hate that movie now.
Really?
I used to love Van Wilder.
Oh, dude, Van Wilder was
I
it
love
in high
Van
school.
Wilder, but I hate Kreischer.
Yeah, try. Isn't that?
Yeah, it was based on a Rolling Stone article that was written about.
That's so funny. I never
Burt
knew that.
Kreischer.
That's Ryan
Oh,
Reynolds,
God.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Funny.
that's unfortunate.
Unfortunate for everyone. You don't like comedians who take their shirt off and
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's like you like that. It's like I mean, no one even talks about him anymore. I feel like it's like his thing's kind of done.
A lot of them kind of fizzled.
I think he's done.
They've
Right.
kind of
nah,
fizzled.
he's not done at all.
No, I mean, yeah, he'll for
He's-
sure make money forever, but I do feel his hype is fizzled.
I meant like no one cares. Like his movie absolutely bombed.
I know. I watched it. Did you watch it?
No.
I watched it on the airplane.
But it did
was
like
pretty bad.
It did like $50,000 like the day it
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah, it was
I'm not
pretty
even
bad.
kidding. It was like a joke.
Yeah, I watched it.
No one went and saw
the
it.
thing
we have a
that's-
friend who works for him.
Oh really?
The thing
Yeah.
that sucks is he's just like not a comedian. Like he's funny, but he's not a comedian.
He
He's-
doesn't
he's
really
a-
tell jokes. He tells
He's a
stories.
bit
Yeah.
himself, yeah,
Yeah.
right. He's a
Yeah.
walking bit, right? His crazy
Yeah.
laugh that's like so fake.
But like his
now, you
bits
can't
just
even-
aren't funny. He's
Yeah.
kind of funny. Like
Yeah.
on a podcast, he's funny. He
Yeah.
says funny shit. You kind of laugh at him. His laugh is funny.
He still does Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura.
Yeah, Tom,
that's-
yeah.
Tom's better comedian.
Tom is a more structured comedian,
Yeah.
and I feel like he's got like he can do a. I'd watch his stand up where like Bert's. I've watched a couple of them, and I'm like,
Yeah, they're bad.
oh, this is really bad.
No, I think the best combo is probably Theo. Like if y'all, we don't got to get political, but if you go watch Theo and Bernie Sanders, it's so good.
Yeah.
He's so good. He's
He just
such
had
a good
Mr. Bean.
interviewer.
Yeah.
He's so funny. He's like innocently, he plays innocent, but I know he's smart. He knows what he's doing. Like
Oh,
he's
yeah,
playing
he's a smart
5D chess the whole time. He's good. He's really good. And then his stand-up's funny too.
Yeah.
Where those other guys, yeah, they're kind of like, even Rogan. Rogan's like a good podcaster, but like he's just not that funny.
He's not that funny, no.
Yeah,
He comes up with some funny stuff, but he's not consistently funny.
No, there's way better. There's way better out there.
You need to be altered to watch a show.
You need a homeboy. Shane Gillis, on the other hand.
Yes.
Shane is funny,
It's
bro.
Gold.
Shane is
Yeah,
funny.
because he's not afraid to like say inappropriate, partially like extreme things. Where like these other guys are like so big now that
yeah.
they just like gotta watch what they say.
Yeah.
We saw him live, and they take all your phones and all that. Me and Sebastian. Rogan. It was better than I had seen in the past. I've seen like all his specials over the last 30 years, and he was slightly better. But still, some of those other guys are just way better. Tim Dillon's funnier. Shane Gillis is funnier. Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle.
Oh yeah.
Like the list goes on forever. But yeah, Kreischer in particular is maybe bottom barrel, sadly. Because I'm sure he's a great guy.
to say the least.
Yeah, I'm sure he's
to say the least.
love to have a beer with him.
Yeah.
But he's just not that funny.
Yeah.
He'll have 8 and you have 1.
Yeah, dude, I can't imagine all those guys because they'll do those podcasts. They're just throwing back beers. I mean, they're just the Midwest fucks. I don't know where Kreischer's from, but Shane Gillis just screams Midwest.
Yes.
You know?
Well, I think they're from Philly.
Oh, really?
Gillis is from Philly.
Oh yeah, he's a Eagles fan.
Yeah.
Same shit. That's Midwest enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The vibe is
Philly's pretty bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, it's
people.
technically East Coast, but very very Midwest mentality.
Just kidding.
That's
But
fucked,
they have
dude.
but they
You
have,
just insulted
Sit-
99% of our listeners.
no, I was just kidding.
These guys are having a
Send your
Budweiser listening
comments
to you.
I was just kidding.
Dean
Yeah.
Saddoris.
Yeah, you can get
Yeah,
his ass.
CK at
Hit me up.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
This
my Philly
California
beats.
sunshine hippie of him can't even respect the Midwest. That's the bones of our country.
Yeah, I was thinking, I am a Yankees fan, so that's why that.
Oh,
that's where that
okay,
came
okay.
from. It was a sports-related joke without any context.
Yep.
and it just made me sound like I hate him for no reason.
No Context Dean. That's going to be a new Instagram.
Yeah, fuck you all.
All right. But anyway, back to the movie. Did you notice that there was a weird inconsistency between the size of the baby Harry Potter that Hagrid delivered to the Dursleys and then all the flashback scenes with his parents in the moment when Voldemort kills them?
He who
Yeah.
shall not be named, please, for the rest of the podcast.
You know that when she wrote it, it was supposed to be, the T wasn't supposed to be pronounced. It was supposed to be like French, like Voldemort.
Oh.
And when they made the movie, they're like, fuck that.
Bro, I don't know which one it was. Maybe Order of the Phoenix. I don't know. We saw him at midnight. And no, it might have been Goblet of Fire. That's when we first see him, right?
No, you see his face in this one.
No,
You
but
see
like
his whole
really
body.
see
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, we don't
It's
see
not
the
the-
actor.
It's not the same actor either.
No.
Yeah. You like really see him in Goblet of Fire. I think it was Goblet of Fire. Some fucking kid comes in fully dressed up. And so I'm watching the movie and I'm like back left. And like every time like, a wand would go and some lightning would strike, you'd see this fucker's face and my peripherals with a full mask, full get up. Like the scariest, talk about being scarred.
They have like the no nose vibe.
All of
too?
it, dude. All of it looks so real.
Oh,
Looked like
wow.
skin. And then like I saw him after, I'm like, holy fuck.
Wow.
That's
freaks.
scary.
Yeah, hell
Is it Goblet of Fire where they first show him?
I think when you see him like talking and like living, yeah. Because he's
I
always
think that's the first time he's got a body.
yeah, he's not a parasite.
Oh, that's when he finally comes together.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this one I forgot.
He's not a Venom anymore.
Yeah, he's literally a symbiote. Yeah, in this one, which I forgot. I forgot a lot of stuff in this one. I even forgot the scene of like Harry getting delivered in the beginning. What you're talking about?
Yeah.
I forgot all that.
on the little like bike thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. The Hagrid's flying bike. The Dursleys are totally out of another movie. They're
Yeah, they're
out,
Family Guy or
they're,
something.
fuck, I was gonna say Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, but it's not that.
Yeah, he's
it's
Peter Griffin. He's a grumpy Peter Griffin or something.
Yeah.
It's Willy Wonka. They're like a Wonka family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they get
The
because
rich
of the
girls,
housing,
like the rich girl's
yeah.
dad.
Yeah, and the fucking Dudley Dursley is just the biggest piece of shit ever.
Oh my
No.
god.
Poor kid. Just
but then the dad
You
is
hate
horrible.
them so much.
You do. You're supposed to, but
Yeah.
oh my god.
The
Yeah, but
dad's awful.
well, because if you obviously continue the movies and stuff, you figure out that like both Harry's parents seem like really loved by a lot of people too. Like they're good folk, and to know that one of them's related to these guys who are like have no redeeming qualities at all.
It's the aunt who was James's brother, I think.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
she's
James's
just,
sister. I mean,
she's just such a bitch too.
And
Yeah,
she also just has no say in the household.
yeah. It all sucks. They do a good job of making you hate them
Yeah.
from opening scene, and again, character development, like, or not even development, but character like.
The part with all the letters always cracks me up when the whole house is just
Yeah,
getting they're
exploding.
just
Yeah.
flying in every every hole in the house.
it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you can resist all you want to, but it's not going to make any
Yeah.
difference ultimately.
That was good.
Was that was second, right? The first was the snake. That's the first sorcery we see.
Oh, when Harry talks to the snake, and then
The glass.
it makes the glass disappear.
Right.
So that would mean to me that he's a sorcerer and a wizard.
Like they
Because he did something. He didn't cast a spell. He didn't use a wand. He had an innate ability to make it disappear.
Yeah, it's
And
definitely
also just to
genetic.
get the stone too, right? Didn't he kind of just get the stone?
It's
Yeah.
because he didn't want to use it.
Yeah, for bad.
then it
or
came to
himself.
him.
Yeah.
Or should we like sorcery?
I think that was more about the spell that was
Okay.
cast, the Dumbledore cast.
Yeah, one of his smartest moves, he says.
One of the things that annoys me about the whole fucking series is everybody knows who this guy is. Everybody knows who Harry Potter is.
Yeah.
And so many people are absolutely set on thinking the worst of him.
Yeah.
Like he is in trouble all of the time through all of the movies.
I think they do a good job of that.
The jealousy
too. Yeah, definitely there's jealousy, I think, from the kids. But the teachers, I think, even from this scene or this movie, they do a good job of showing, like, this kid's, like, a little reckless, but we still believe in him.
You got to let him be a little rogue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Dumbledore's always got his back, kind of.
But the Ministry of Magic turns entirely against him every time they can. I think it starts in the next movie.
Well, that's because they're corrupted.
Well, yeah, they're
Yeah, which you later find out.
yeah.
That's why. That's not. Yeah, that's just because they're Voldemort followers
I think the best story arc or best characters got to be Slytherin, right?
in general.
Yeah.
You mean
Oh,
Snape?
Snape, I mean,
Yeah, for
excuse me,
sure.
from House Slytherin.
This whole thing's. I mean, that's where this is like.
Snape, 'cause you just never know where he stands.
Harry Potter is like a dumbed down Game of Thrones. Like like you don't know where these people go until the very end. He's one of the best. Even the is it fuck, who's the main lady professor in this one?
Professor McGonagall.
Yeah, McGonagall. Even her, you don't really know. Like, she doesn't seem as negative as Slytherin yet, but you never know. Like, is this lady a bitch? But she turns out to be awesome.
She tips it pretty well though in the first one because of
She gives them a chance.
Yeah, well, she's such a homer for Gryffindor.
Right. Yeah, even the houses in general, because it later becomes slightly less black and white, good versus evil. But in the beginning, you're like, damn, everyone on Slytherin's, the devil.
Yeah, and you can see that Draco Malfoy's a little bastard. He doesn't
Yeah.
really sort of redeem himself until
I don't know.
movie 8.
Even then, he sucks pretty much.
Yeah, he's pretty just bad.
Yeah, he sucks. And then his two buddies that are like fucking Harry Potter's cousin.
Yeah,
They're all just shitters,
just
dumb shitters.
assholes.
Yeah, just dumb.
Just
shitters.
assholes.
Just little oofs. Just little fucking piles of skin.
Little shitters.
Yeah.
So I was reading that, Harry is notified that he has been admitted to Hogwarts, even though he did not apply to Hogwarts because he's 11 and it's time to go to Hogwarts, I guess, if you're a descendant of wizards.
Yeah. The legacy application.
You got a legacy, yeah. Those are outlawed in California now, but
They come and find you.
Yeah.
They came and found him for sure. Anyway, though, he goes with Hagrid and goes shopping, and gets his wand, which is that lays pipe for later on. His wand is special.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when you notice he's famous.
Yeah,
They start talking about him the whole time, that how famous he is
yeah.
and how everybody recognizes his ass. But you still don't really know why. And then you don't ever really know why, because they always play a game of like, is he special or was he just there?
Yeah.
Kind of until the end.
Yeah.
Which is like, the core of this whole thing. Like, what
Yeah.
makes him so special.
Till the very end.
Yeah, what's going on with this scar on his head?
But I was reading that I had never seen this before. I was reading this last night that the platform 9 3/4.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling fucked up the layout of the King's Cross train station
In the book or the movie?
in the book
Oh.
because what the area that she was thinking of is actually between platforms 4 and 5,
Oh.
not 9 and 10. But if you go to King's Cross, upstairs before you actually go down into where the trains are, there's a platform 9 3/4.
Oh, it's not like down there on the
No.
floor?
No, it's close, but it's not quite there. And then there's
because
like
of the book. They
Huh?
built
Because-
it because of the book?
Yeah.
they built it because of the movie.
Yeah,
because
that's
of
what I
this
mean.
movie.
Yeah.
There's a cart like
Like
halfway into
in.
the wall.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
pictures
Yeah.
of that.
Oh, that's
I
just
thought it was
interesting.
down there. Yeah. well, Also, like, put it actually down there, okay?
Yeah, it's true.
I don't think
Why
there
half-ass it?
isn't that space doesn't exist between 9 and 10.
They couldn't even do it if they wanted
They couldn't
to.
do it if they wanted to.
You can
um,
find a way.
Yeah,
A
and
little
then-
creativity, like a glass wall.
Yeah, do something.
You make it up.
Don't make it like upstairs.
Yeah, it's on the side. Yeah, you got to go to fucking Universal. Dude, I think they're building another Harry Potter world in Orlando.
Maybe
For like
so,
2.
yeah.
They're going crazy.
Isn't it like fucking totally submersive?
Oh, dude, it's
If
insane.
you go, like,
No,
where's it
it's
at?
it's
Universal?
insane. Yeah, Universal. The LA one's okay. It's cool, but it's kind of small. The Orlando one's huge and
Isn't there like a fucking
insane.
dragon and shit like
Oh,
on
dude,
the house?
spitting fire. It's insane.
Oh,
I love that shit. I love that
Isn't
shit.
it like, did they build out that whole little town, like where he goes
yeah, literally.
and you can go like buy your own fucking
And the
wand
second
and shit?
one-
Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade.
Yeah, and I forgot what they're doing with the second world in Orlando, but it's another area. But it's crazy.
More of the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Is that
I'm
Yeah.
down. I'm excited now to finish the
No,
rest.
they're good,
the rest
dude.
of the series.
They're good. And you should, once your kids get a little bit older, you take them to Universal. It's life changing.
Yeah.
The rides are sick. The food's sick. The butterbeer, which we don't get into yet, in real person is fucking delicious.
What is it?
What is
Butterbeer?
it?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like an icy cream soda kind of,
Oh, okay.
but it's like legitimately
Butterscotch.
good. Yeah, but it's like better. It's so good. It's legitimately good.
It's better because it has cocaine or something.
Yeah, no alcohol. I don't think.
Just cocaine.
Yeah, I think you
It's like
can
the
buy
original Coca-Cola.
alcohol there.
If it's in Florida, you can drink anywhere.
Yeah, true.
Pretty much.
You
yeah.
can I think it's open container. You can drink anywhere.
Yeah, it's
in
just
the,
Disney. Disney
Disney
doesn't
park.
Sell, they don't
Yeah.
sell booze.
No, Orlando.
Yeah, not like Disney World. The other ones do.
No, Disney. No, Disney World. You can drink anywhere.
No, they don't sell it. I'm telling you.
Dude, no, you can't.
I'll Google it. I'll bet you $1 million.
I'll bet you $10.
I'll bet you $1 million you can't drink in the real Disney World.
After inflation,
Yes,
You can go to
$10,
in
$1 million.
Epcot and other places.
No,
the
you
ma-
can drink anywhere.
They don't sell it.
They
They
sell.
don't-
They sell drinks at the bar in the Star Wars world. They have a whole bar.
No way.
Oga's bar. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could have sworn you could.
No, dude. So I listen to these nerds on the Star Wars podcast. You know, what does it say about
Yeah.
me? But the lady there is
these
like,
nerds that I hang out with
Yeah.
for 5 hours a week.
yeah, and she's like a fucking frequent flyer at Orlando,
Oh,
and she'd rant and raves about is how you can just drink wherever you want there.
Because that was the biggest thing forever.
I've never been.
Is that you could only drink at Epcot.
I think they changed it, dude.
They
It's
must
an
have.
open. It's an open. It's like Vegas now.
Because I was there
You can drink
20.
anywhere.
I was there 2019 and they didn't sell alcohol.
That's weird.
But that is 6 years ago now. So who
Yeah.
knows?
I think at Disneyland there's only one spot where you can get
That secret bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a secret club.
Club 33.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they have a straight up, they have a straight up bar, and at the one here too in L.A. You can drink in L.A. now too.
No
At
way.
Disney, at least in the Star Wars world.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I mean, if they want to make money,
Our CPA is at Disney World right now, so we'll text her.
I'm jealous. I'd love to go. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I could ask Dan. Dan just went to. But yeah, if you want to make money, yeah, turn that alcohol up. Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. The margin on alcohol.
Yeah, and the amount of parents that just want to get hammered because they're annoyed by their kids, like, you're gonna sell the fuck out of some tequila out there.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so the train that takes them to Hogwarts is a real fucking train, and I have seen it in person.
You can go on the countryside.
You can go. Yeah, it's in the Scottish Highlands.
Oh.
Nice. That's cool.
That's where all that footage is from. It's
All
from the
that was
Scottish
shot.
Highlands. However, this is weird that J.K. Rowling would not let them cast any actor or actress who was not Irish or English. So no Scottish, no
Racist.
American, no
Yeah.
Canadians,
Bastards.
Yeah, there are people who did not get cast in this movie or any of the movies because they were not
Yeah, I was trying to be in it.
English or Irish. And the director, Christopher Columbus, Christopher Columbus directed Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
He also sailed the ocean blue.
And I think Goonies too.
Maybe.
Goonies.
There's
I
a new
think
Goonies,
Goonies.
right? Did we talk about that?
There's a new Goonies coming.
Yeah.
Well, there's also technically that's what this new Star Wars is supposed to be like. That
Skeleton
came
Crew.
out yesterday. I heard
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really good.
No, I've heard it's kind of good too. I already wrote off everything Star Wars. I was never going to watch until the new trilogy, but I heard the Skeleton's pretty good.
No, dude, Skeleton Crew I heard is really good.
Fuck.
The Acolyte, I watched all of it, but it was whatever. It was pretty boring.
I saw a list of the best TV shows of the year on some site. I don't know what it was, but an Acolyte was on there. It's like, no, it was not good.
No,
Yeah.
that's
That's
just
just money.
just virtue signaling.
Yeah, it was-
Yeah.
It was bad.
That's
It was
paying the
just-
respects to Disney.
I don't want to get into that, but I read the comics, which are far more whatever you want to call it, like than that show was, and they're good still.
Well, you have
This
to
was
have a
just
good
generally just not good.
You have to have a
and
good
nothing to do with all that
story.
other crap.
Yeah, you have to have a good story.
Yeah, the story sucked.
Yeah.
Anyways,
The story in this is pretty complicated when it comes right down to it because they don't even know. They sort of know what they're looking for, sort of from the beginning.
Potter?
Yeah.
No, I think Potter's way more. That's the beauty of like Star Wars and Potter is like you can watch it at different levels.
Yeah.
You can watch it and just be like, oh, they're throwing things and there's
Yeah.
a unicorn.
they're
Or-
shooting lasers.
Yeah, but like you get into like the politics of Star Wars, it gets real interesting, and you get into like some of the creaky, character development and politics in this later, which you learn kind of around Goblet of Fire. I think that's why it starts to get good because you understand the ministry and what they're up to or what they're not up to, and this thing has a lot of depth if you want to like analyze,
Oh yeah,
and that's why I like it.
yeah, for sure. There's definitely tons of depth.
Like, because it's not as just blank black and white. Like Star Wars, again, on the surface it is, right? Good side, bad side. But then you start to see, like, all right, what was Palpatine doing, et cetera, et cetera. And that's same with this, with Sirius Black and what were his parents doing. I think there's a time in movie 6 or 7, sorry, spoilers, but you almost think for a second, like, his dad might have been bad. They kind of throw some leaks out there.
Yeah.
They do a lot of, like, little stuff that makes it quite interesting.
Yeah, and I think that the Snape part of it, knowing that he knows the whole Snape story, the actor Alan Rickman was told by J.K. Rowling what the whole Snape story was before they shot this movie.
Oh wow!
And he was sworn to absolute secrecy and never told anyone. But all of his performance is informed by what he knows.
That's what probably makes his role so good.
Some of the movies started to release as the books weren't out yet, right?
I don't think so. I think the books were always ahead of the movies.
I think yes, ahead, but not fully released. Like not all 8 were out.
Oh no! They were left. They came out over time.
Yeah. Which makes it interesting too.
What do you mean?
So, like, I'm making it up, but when this movie was out, only books 4 and 5 were out.
I don't even know. I don't even know if it was that far along.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth.
I think it was close because this came out in 2001, so we were in like
I remember when the book came out.
7th grade. This movie came out, and the first book came out. We were in like 3rd or 4th grade.
Yeah, it was. We were pretty young. I remember getting the book, and I was at like Borders, and I was like in grade school.
And then the last book, actually guaranteed, didn't come out till my junior or senior year. Because I didn't read like that, but my best friend did, and I'm fucking out in Folsom, like Palladio, Borders at midnight, bored out of my mind, so my stupid ass friend could get his book at midnight. I was just like his driver.
Oh, to get the new Harry Potter,
bro. We're sitting. I've never waited for a Call of Duty. I've never waited for anything, but we're waiting outside of like
for Call of Duty.
Dude, we're waiting for Barnes and Noble, huge line, insano line, Folsom, California.
I've never done a book.
Bro, Harry was like
midnight
that.
Release for
Harry
a book.
was like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably the last time anything did that for a book. Yeah. I mean,
for sure.
What book would have done that? Maybe like
nope.
The Hunger Games, maybe.
I don't think so,
probably
dude.
Not.
Harry Potter was it.
Probably, yeah.
There's people dressed up and shit. It was crazy.
You're right. I couldn't think of anything else that would do that.
Okay, yeah, Lord of the Rings back in fucking 1940 or whatever shit.
You know what's always crazy to me is how old Lord of the Rings is.
Yeah, it's old as hell.
You're like, oh man, like that shit was like, my dad wasn't even born when that shit came out.
No, it's old as shit.
So the release dates of the Harry Potter books: Sorcerer's Stone 97, Chamber of Secrets 98, Prisoner of Azkaban 99, Goblet of Fire 2000, Order of the Phoenix 2003.
Okay, so we're 4 books in when the first movie's out.
5. 1, 2, 3,
well, no,
4.
Four.
Yeah. Okay. Order of the Phoenix in 2003, Half-Blood Prince in 2005, and Deathly Hallows in 2007.
Something in my brain.
Deathly Hallows is 2 movies.
Yeah.
Split them up into 2 very depressing, dark movies.
They're a little more stretched than these other ones, but there is a lot going on.
Did those come out in the same year?
No, I think year after year. Harry Potter's another one that in general is like a Christmas movie, I think, because a lot of times all of them they released in like November, December.
Sorcerer's Stone came out November 16th, 2001.
I think they were all released in November, December, kind of like Lord of the Rings was. I think it always came out on like Christmas Eve, didn't it? The movies?
Deathly Hallows Part 2 is the only one that did not come out in November.
Yeah.
So
it was always Thanksgiving.
When did it come out? Like a few months after the first one, or like we talking like
July.
A year?
Half a year.
Okay.
So, well, actually,
so they didn't let people wait too long.
A little bit more than half a year. So, Sorcerer's Stone 2001, Chamber of Secrets 2002, Prisoner of Azkaban 2004, and then big long wait for Deathly Hallows Part 1 was 2010, and then Part 2 was 2011.
Yeah, college.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of those at midnight. And that book, it's distinct memory fucking being up at 1 a.m. to get a book for my stupid friend.
Well, it's the ending. Everybody knew that was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now they got all this other bullshit, right? Like
Yeah, I didn't even watch them,
What's it called?
I wished. Creatures and shit.
Yeah. What is that?
Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some people do really like them and say
Are those
they're
about
good,
Harry's
but
dad?
No.
No.
Those are unrelated characters.
No, I think the penguin's running around in it or something.
Oh.
Dumbledore. and Dumbledore's
Catwoman.
Isn't it
Dumbledore's
Farrell?
brother.
Isn't Farrell in one of them? Colin?
Is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he-
That's what I
I-
said.
Oh,
the
like
Penguin.
actually.
Yeah.
Yes, no, he's
an
actually
actor
in one of them. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, he
Yeah.
would have gotten hired for this because he's Irish.
True.
He's Irish. Yeah.
He would have gotten hired for the movie.
Dumbledore switches too. What? Right? He died. So
Yeah, that's Marcus Aurelius
Yeah.
from Gladiator.
Yeah.
In the first two,
Yeah.
he died of Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Yeah.
He died before what movie?
3, 4.
He died before the second one came out.
The second Fantastic Beast.
No.
No.
Harry.
Harry.
They switched Dumbledore.
Got it.
Yeah, in like the third, fourth movie.
Yeah,
And then it goes Magneto, right? Is it Magneto?
No.
Oh, it's
Professor X?
I thought it was, but it's Homeboy, Lord of the Rings.
Gandalf?
No,
No, I think isn't
I
it
thought it
Michael
was Gandalf.
Gambon?
I don't know.
I mean, dude, that's crazy. I didn't even realize the switch. I didn't even
Yeah,
notice.
I think movie 3. I don't know why I thought it was Magneto.
Dude, I watched all those probably within like 2 days, the first 4. So like they all feel like one fucking movie.
Yeah, this whole thing can if you do the whole thing because it really the books do tie so good.
All right, who plays Dumbledore?
I know he's hella famous, and I'm butchering it.
Gambon. Michael Gambon.
What's
Who's
he? Is he
Dumbledore?
anything else famous?
He is famous for that one turn on Top Gear. Remember the one they called Gambon because he cut through a turn. If you didn't watch Top Gear, you're not.
That's
gonna
it?
Oh, he was a Top Gear guy?
He was on. You know how they have this,
Oh, okay.
celebrity in a reasonably priced car.
Mm-hmm.
He did a particular turn a particular way, and so they always called that turn Gambon.
But he's not like big in another movie or something.
This is the original one. This is
Yeah.
original Gandalf.
No, it's
No.
just
Or Dumbledore,
new.
I mean.
No, this is the second one.
328.
The
The
first
second
one
one.
was Richard Harris, who
Richard
was
Harris. Got it.
Marcus
Okay.
Aurelius in.
Richard Harris.
Michael Gambon also dead. He died in 2023. What else did he do?
His beard looked kind of shitty compared to the other guys, huh?
Oh, Gandalf's Magneto. That's where I get confused.
Yes, Gandalf is Magneto.
Gandalf is Magneto. Yeah.
That's where I get confused.
There you go.
He's still alive, right? Yeah, 85.
Oh yeah, he's still alive.
85.
Why am I not finding the other things that he is known for? Where is that at?
I mean, Dumbledore's got to be top of your resume. Nothing compares. The
Yeah,
question,
that right there looks pretty bad.
the age-old question is Gandalf versus Dumbledore.
Who's the
Who's the greater
Or did
sorcerer?
Gandalf
Sorcerer's
wins?
Cup.
Gandalf
You think?
wins.
I feel like Gandalf has all these weird moral rules. But if Dumbledore wants, that dude don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, because it doesn't always come down. Because if Gandalf, they say he's like so powerful, but he's got all these rules that he can't just like snap his fingers and fix this orc war, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
Yeah, he's like a watcher.
he's kind of like he's a moral compass character.
Yeah, he's like
Where
a
Dumbledore is a good dude, but I feel like he could do bad.
So Gambon is in the first two Paddington movies. The second of which is supposed to be outstanding. I've never
Little
seen it.
bear.
Yeah, the little. He's not the bear, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
in it.
the King's Speech.
He was
Oh, yeah,
in-
that was famous. I never saw it, but
yeah, that's a good movie.
Book of Eli.
Oh, dude, that movie's underrated, man. I had
Book
that on
Eli?
Blu-ray. I had that on Blu-ray.
Bro.
Movie's great.
Denzel doesn't miss, man.
That movie was sick. That was during his like era of like
Doesn't
dominance.
miss.
He was
You-
coming out like 2 movies a year.
See Gladiator 2?
Huh?
Gladiator 2?
I haven't seen it, but I heard he was great in that.
Crushes it.
I heard you saw it.
Denzel kills it.
Really?
My mom had never seen either of them, so I made her watch Gladiator, and then I took her to.
I heard
Gladiator
actually.
2.
I heard it was actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, the standard's so high,
Yeah.
right? Like everyone likes it.
I heard there was one part that was pretty fucking silly, but then the rest of it was good.
Yeah, like there's not like Gladiator's so good, right? I've never heard anyone say like Gladiator's bad, right? Some people don't like it because they don't like that time period or whatever. But I've never met a human that said, "Man, Gladiator's such a shit movie."
Yeah.
Right?
no.
Everyone at least understands it,
Yeah.
and so you're living to that standard a decade later to make Gladiator 2?
Oh, more than a decade later. It's like 25
Have
years.
you seen it? At
No
all?
way, 25?
I haven't seen the new one.
There's like, it's not like a spoiler, but I just heard they made some wild choices. Like some, like I felt kind of like a Fast and Furious vibes.
No, nothing that crazy. Nothing that crazy.
I haven't seen the second one yet, but I just rewatched the first one, like in the last few weeks.
Yeah, nothing. No Fast and Furious crazy. Although I
would say, but I want Jim to feel spoiled.
No, that's right.
It's not even really a spoiler. It's kind of just like something they do in like during a fight.
I don't remember. I mean, nothing like too John Wicky. There, nothing.
It's like what was in the in the fight, like in the stadium, like animals they've used.
Yeah, and the
yeah.
water battle is supposed to have some things that
Yeah.
wasn't quite.
The water battle specifically, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Do I think that's exactly how it went down in Rome? Nah, maybe not.
It's kind of Fast and Furious.
It's pretty far. The second one is really pretty far from things that actually happened. The first one is reasonably far from things that actually happened.
Yeah. But I don't think they try to play the complete historian.
No, I mean, for heaven's sakes, Russell Crowe's character is called the Spaniard, and he doesn't have any kind of an accent that isn't British, and doesn't. I mean, he doesn't look like he's from Spain.
Yeah, I mean, we all kind of look the same.
For a moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
They gave him like the Edgar haircut.
Well, like the Mediterranean, like Greeks and Italians, Portugal and Spain, especially probably in that area when everyone's raping everybody. Even now, they kind of look like I'm just as much Basque as I am Italian.
Yeah.
And they all look the same.
I got a little bit of that Iberian, Spanish, Italian,
Back then it was so
Mediterranean.
tribal, I think it probably depended more on even that. It was good, though. Yeah, Gladiator 2 is good. I recommend.
Okay.
You definitely got to see Gladiator 1, though. Actually, you don't have to see it to get into Gladiator 2, to be honest.
Really?
I think they tried to do
I mean,
that on
I've seen
purpose.
one maybe 100 times.
Yeah, one's so good.
I've seen one a lot of times, yeah.
Yeah, one's so good.
I don't even know how many times I've seen it.
Yeah. I don't know about Harry Potter, though. What else we got? The Christmas scene. We can bring that up.
The one Christmas, because it looks like Harry Potter's never gotten a Christmas present before
For
at
sure.
all. And yeah, I think about the mind fuck of having had these parents who were, wizards.
No, he'd be a school shooter for sure.
And not ever having been told the story.
Yeah.
And
been hidden from him.
Yeah, and he's hidden from the rest of the house because
He's shoved in a box. And what is he doing ages 3 to 11? Regular school?
Probably, yeah. Seems that way.
Yeah. And maybe that's what made him normal. Maybe it's a couple normal friends
That's
there.
just keeping him like not completely losing his shit.
Because if you live under the stairs like that, yeah, you're
Isn't
going to
it like
turn
a
into an
fan
animal.
theory? Isn't it like fan theory though that like he just like it's all just a hallucination of him in his stairwell?
That's funny.
The whole fucking
None of it's
series.
real. He's just escaping from
Yeah.
That's more realistic.
I've heard that was like a fan theory of like
Yeah.
what's really going on.
I
It's
mean,
like
it could
him
be.
just in that closet.
I got the music playing in my head when you said that.
Yeah. Yeah. Possible. A couple of things popped into my head too watching this, like not only CGI wise, but style, and then even like form of comedy. And we've talked about many times reviewing movies how there's these pockets in time where the themes live in Hollywood, obviously. But this is like on par with Episode 1 Star Wars. Like how it looks, the child type, but not the child type. And then even if you go into Episode 2 and 3, it gets a little bit more adulty, right? The anger comes in, and obviously Anakin grows, and so does Star Wars, so does Harry. But a lot of the CGI stuff, a lot of the vibes between, like a Hagrid and a Harry are kind of like young Anakin. Like the relationships kind of feel very similar. There's another part of it too. I forgot what. Oh, even the broom. The first time he's on a broom kind of felt pod racery.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of like very similar, and it makes sense they're both equally successful during that time.
You're trying to learn how to write it. You're right.
Right? There's a lot of like little stuff, and even the magic where he's kind of doing stuff. Anakin kind of has the Force, but he doesn't really have it yet.
Yeah, he picked up that broom real quick.
Yeah, crushed it. Yeah, there's definitely savantness. That's kind of funny too, right? He like kind of wrote it decent, and they're like, "All right, you're a star player."
Yeah, you get the
Come on, Messi.
Yeah, you're the top dog.
Yeah, you're the hardest position in this whole thing.
What's it called again when you hold the ball?
The ball's the what? The snitch?
Yeah, it's the
You're like the
seeker.
The seeker. Yeah.
Seeker, the bludger.
Harry, I didn't know your father was a seeker too.
Yeah.
What did it say? 1970?
Yeah, something like that.
Did it say 1970?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Probably. I mean, yeah, the timeline lines up.
So Hermione, the actress that plays Hermione, was only 9 when they did this movie.
Yeah.
Wow. She's wise beyond her years in real life.
But that's close, though, right? If Harry's supposed to be 11.
Yeah, but she's started younger.
Yeah.
I think, is her mom's a witch? Her dad was a muggle?
Yeah.
That's
I
great.
remember.
Yeah.
What's the one with the ghost girl in the bathroom that's just like suicidal?
She's in all of not all of them, but she's in multiple.
What's
right?
the first one she's in?
Moaning Myrtle.
Moaning Myrtle.
Yeah,
Moaning Myrtle.
Creepy,
No,
creepy.
she's kind of cool.
Which one is that?
I don't know when she first shows.
Second
2
one,
or 3.
Chamber of Secrets, I think.
Yeah, she might first show in 2 or 3, but she plays a role in Goblet of Fire and a couple of the others.
Definitely a role in Goblet
Yeah,
of
why is
Fire.
she in the dude's shower? That part's a little weird.
Crying and shit.
Well, there's nothing to keep her out,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, she's just creeping through the whole place. The Christmas
why
scene.
she's moaning.
Yeah, true. The Christmas scene is dope because of like the visuals.
Yeah.
You know, like it's so like perfect. And that is what like makes Harry Potter so good. As it evolves, the CGI evolves. Because I think there is like a Thanksgiving or a Halloween-ish vibe one where they're having another big party.
I think the pumpkin one with
I think Goblet of Fire has that too.
Yeah, and then
the Prisoner
even
of
the-
Azkaban with the
even
pumpkins.
the ballroom. Don't they have a big ball in one of them? Is that Goblet of Fire maybe? But that's kind of themed fall-y,
Yeah.
November-y. And again, all the movies came out around that time. It kind of makes sense. That's why all of them kind of feel
It's in line with
Christmassy.
like the school seasons, right?
Right,
Yeah.
because the not only did the movies come out during school season or school break, probably all of it's obviously based on Harry going to school. It's just always screamed Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I don't think do any of them have like a summer vibe?
A couple of them you follow him, like he's I think Order of the Phoenix. He's out of school and he's like visiting. There's another
Yeah.
one, whatever 6 or 7. He's at like the Weasleys like summer home kind of vibe.
Yeah, by 6, 7, or 7, 8,
To
6,
get out of
7,
the school.
6, 7, they usually they drop off and you don't see what happens during the summer until maybe the last 2 or 3 weeks before the term starts.
Yeah.
It never goes away. It's like maybe she's got maybe 2 weeks away from
Yeah.
Hogwarts before the shit hits the fan.
Yeah, there's a couple that do
The
slightly.
the CGI on the 3-headed dog like still holds up.
No, none of it was that bad considering.
Yeah, but the director thought it was terrible. Thought that CGI was just rushed because
Yeah.
they already had a date that they had to hit.
Really?
So that's why the CGI is supposed to be better in the second one. I couldn't vouch for that because I haven't
I
seen
wonder
the
if they've
second one in
gone
a while,
back
but-
though and like remastered those on HBO,
Yeah,
like
they
the
probably
first
hit.
one. You know what I mean? They
don't
probably
know.
did. I
Yeah.
wouldn't. I'd be shocked if they didn't. How like
Yeah.
big those movies are, but then people would be all butthurt, just like the Star Wars special editions, right? Oh, you changed its character and blah blah blah. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, we're just trying to make it
we're trying to make
pretty.
it just better.
Yeah.
There are things that there are movies that I wish they'd go back and fix.
Yeah.
Oh,
Other
yeah.
movies that's like, oh, you could just be so easy now. It's so easy. Well, just make that. Just invest that several $1 million to straighten that shit out,
Yeah.
or let some YouTuber do it
They probably can't justify
Yeah.
the cost as much now as before, right?
because of DVDs.
Right.
Yeah.
They could get automatic sale before on a DVD or a
Yeah.
VHS by remaster. Because I think I have the first remastered Star Wars or whatever. But like now, like how much can you charge Netflix for the updated version?
Yeah.
They just don't care.
At
Probably.
one point, Disney had like the original cut of A New Hope. The
Yeah, they might
special
still.
edition. You could like choose which one you wanted to watch.
Yeah.
I was like, jeez.
I think Disney Plus still might.
Yeah, I might.
It makes sense. Yeah, I'm sure Harry Potter's remade. But again, it's what 24 years old now. Like,
Yeah,
and
that's what
it's
they're
not
working.
that bad looking.
That's why they're working on a new series. Though it's been long
Yeah.
enough. As generations have passed.
So
You
they're gonna
could-
work like on the series is gonna be like pick up at like the same timeline.
It's the same story again, but as a TV series.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'll watch that.
Yeah, they were supposed to do a series with Harry being an adult, right? They talked about it at
No,
least.
good thing they
There's
didn't do that.
But there's a play. There's a
Oh.
stage play.
I think they were talking about a movie
of Mormon?
or HBO.
Yeah, really. It's called Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and it used to be 2 parts before the pandemic, and then they headed it into one. I don't think that Daniel Radcliffe has any designs on ever playing Harry Potter again.
Yeah.
I
Talk
mean,
about
he-
ruining his career in a sense.
Like money could probably lure him back, but it would take a lot.
yeah.
He just won a Tony, for heaven's sakes. For
Oh, really?
Yeah, for a musical on Broadway.
I watched some movie of his that's like with it a little bit more recent, and he's like is he like a rag doll or something in the forest?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
I've never seen that whole movie, but I know which one you're
Yeah.
talking about.
I think I watched it when I was sick one time. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
It's so weird.
Yeah, there's some weird shit.
Is it a rag doll?
Well, I don't know why I liken him to Shia LaBeouf in some sense, where they just like tried some real indie shit.
Yeah.
You know, they tried some out there shit. Like, what was Shia LaBeouf's one where he's like like a new age Tom Finn type character,
Mm.
and he has a special needs kid with him floating down a river,
Peanut Butter Falcon.
right?
Yeah.
Well, there's
Yeah.
one like right
Isn't
now.
that some indie weird shit?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's what this Ratcliffe film.
And they became like best friends in real life.
yeah, which is cool. And the movie wasn't that bad, but there's like kind of like for
Yeah,
an
he has Down
ADHD
syndrome.
guy like me, there's like nothing going on in the movie.
They made a movie with a kid with Down syndrome that has never acted in his entire life. And
Yeah.
they somehow made a movie.
That
it-
sounds like something that Crispin Glover would do.
And it's just him and Ratcliffe through the whole thing.
Yeah,
There's
it's
like
just
no
them.
other characters.
It's like a coming of age style.
yeah, right. That's the Tom Finn type vibe,
Yeah,
right?
they're like going somewhere. Yeah, it's like a mission.
Yeah.
I never saw it, but I know what it is.
yeah, I saw it. You should watch it. Like I would never say like, oh, it's amazing, but there's probably some artsy shit that my brain doesn't understand
He's
in
made
there.
tons of artsy movies,
Yeah.
though.
That's why I feel like Radcliffe's kind of like that. Like he just wants to make cool shit
Just
now
wants to
because he's
make
probably
shit, yeah.
rich.
Yeah, I got
Rather
enough
than
money.
rather than have a lightning bolt on his head again.
I think he made a lot of money. I think they all did.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they're crushing it. If
They
they got
really had some fucked up contracts.
Yeah, I was
where you
gonna
gotta
say.
do all 8 movies for $1 million.
yeah, unless if they have an ounce of licensing type shit, they're fucking rolling.
Well,
Dude, I don't think they make those deals anymore, dude. After Star Wars, they're like, we're not fucking giving anybody anything.
well, they still do because sometimes that's the only way you can get it. Especially
Yeah.
if you cannot pay them up front.
Well,
the-
Deadpool, right? Isn't that what Ryan Reynolds said? And then what's the other big one?
It's like toy sales.
I think he gets a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't know if it's full 360, but I think he gets a lot of shit. What was the other one? There's one other actor that mentions how much money. Fuck. From just like one movie, and it's not like their biggest movie either. And they're like, "Oh yeah, I just cashed out with that shit."
Selena Gomez is
Maybe
a
you're
billionaire
thinking
now.
of. Are you thinking of what's his name from? Shit. Not Ben Affleck. The other one.
Matt Damon.
Matt
Damon.
Damon.
From
I
what?
feel like in an interview, I remember
Maybe.
him talking about some movie like
Possible.
that he just like
What was he?
absolutely
Was
just
he Daredevil?
raking it in on.
Was he
I
Daredevil?
don't think so. Matt Damon was.
Oh. They literally are the
Oh, not
same.
Matt
Affleck
Damon.
was.
They're
Ben
literally
Affleck
the
was
same
correct.
dude in my
Daredevil.
head.
That was a not a successful movie that was followed up by another not successful movie with Jennifer Garner.
Yeah, but if he had, licensing for Daredevil and Marvel made a run at some toys, he might have crushed it.
I saw a picture of Daredevil and Batman together. I wonder if they're going to put him in the next movie.
Isn't he
No.
Marvel?
Yeah, it's Marvel.
is he
DC.
Marvel?
Yeah.
That crossover though.
Why
that-
did I think Daredevil was? What's the other one that is DC? That kind of looks like Daredevil. Is there one that's kind of like Daredevil
I mean,
character?
Flash got the same colors.
No, not Flash. It must have been Daredevil, and someone
There
just
might
made
be.
a mashup, and it confused me.
The
You're
internet-
right. I forget that he was on like one of those WB shows. Though.
Yeah.
They had a Daredevil.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what they were referring
Yeah, with
to.
Luke Cage and all that world.
Yeah.
Oh, that was on Netflix though.
Oh. I don't know why I thought it was
Yeah, I don't know
WB
why they
too.
had them together.
The new ones. Well, there were comic book crossovers a long time ago.
With DC and Marvel?
Yeah,
Wow.
I think it was mostly Spider-Man and Batman.
We got the Nick Cage Spider-Man coming
Word.
out soon. Well, probably in like a year or two.
The
Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's live action too. It's like, yeah, Nicolas Cage is Spider-Man. Like,
It's not Marvel or it is?
Sign me up. Oh yeah.
Like, or
Well, it's
Disney?
Sony.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
it's
Sony,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Marvel production,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
Marvel's production. They'll
Yeah.
do like the Marvel opening crawl.
Yeah. But it's not tapping into our Marvel world
no, I
No.
don't think it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's part of the
because
same
of Disney. Yeah.
continuity. All right.
Merry Christmas.
Anybody got anything else before we rate this thing?
No, it just got me excited though to watch
They're good, man.
the other half of the series.
Hey, everybody watches at the time of year anyway, so I might as well.
I think people should, and less than I thought. There's some people that haven't. Like, I don't know if I don't know if Bart's seen them all. Like they're good movies. They're good
They're
family.
long.
They're really long. But if you're just having dinner every night during Christmas break,
Yeah.
just bang one out as a family. I think it's good for all ages. I'm obviously a huge fan, but yeah, this one's
Yeah, you
better
waited
than I
until
remember.
midnight for the book release.
Bro, I wasn't even reading the book. It was just for the homie. Yeah, it was just for the homie.
Oh, yeah.
And his dad, that's the story, is his dad had the James Bond. This was like my second family in high school. Shout out Papa Cole. Papa Cole had the James Bond Jaguar.
Oh.
And so he let us take that. And so, like, I drop off my homie, and I'm just fucking whizzing up and down the road in the Jaguar, fucking around for an hour.
An XJ.
Yeah, whatever.
6.
But yeah, it's the year's like 06, 07.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like right as it came out.
You guys pull up next to some chicks, like,
Oh,
hey,
dude,
what's
just,
up?
Just
check out this
convertible- Just
check,
convertible, dude. Just hitting on every Folsom High chick.
check out this hardcover.
Yeah.
Came out 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, I got first
This
edition.
book is still warm.
Yeah, first edition. You want me to read it to you?
Check this out, ladies. Can't come read it with us.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah, it was different back then, man. It was different. Chicks were about it. Yeah, they were about it.
We haven't heard from you, Sebastian. Do you have anything to say about it before?
He's never seen any of them.
You still haven't seen
I've probably seen them, but I just don't remember them.
So fucked.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Such a
Glad you said
disappointment. Just
what are we
broke my
gonna see
little
now? Your
heart.
generation
The famous chess
disturbs
scene
me.
is always.
Chess is good.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Yeah.
Although it made me think of Star Wars.
Me
but-
too. There's so many things that made me think of Star
Yeah, well,
Wars.
Harry Potter is very derivative of everything else
Yeah.
that has ever been done in that genre.
For
That's why
sure.
everybody hates her.
Yeah, part of
Yeah.
the reason.
Like
Yeah.
you're just stealing all the best of things.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
You
yeah.
just basically chat GPT'd this movie.
People bitch because the magic system is inconsistent.
Oh, the made-up fucking magic
Yeah.
system.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
inconsistent. Well, like most
yeah.
genre books that have a magic element to them, the magic system
Should work.
is consistent.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
yeah, for
not
sure.
consistent at all in Harry Potter.
Well, Star Wars knows how to fuck that up too.
Yeah, they do, especially
Yeah.
when they get them on TV. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right, so let's rate this monster. I'm saying golden snitches.
Yep.
That's pretty much the
Yep.
the obvious one.
Or
Yeah.
what was the broom called? Fucking Tornado 9000 or some shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
he gets that in
the brand?
second or the third.
I thought he
one?
got. Didn't he get a gift this one? It was just a regular broom though. I thought he got a gift this one.
It's all badass looking too.
He
But
gets,
yeah, you're right. The famous one might be
He
later.
he gets it from Sirius Black,
Yeah.
who is
But he,
essentially
didn't he
not in
get
this
gifted one this time?
He got like a nice horsepower one. Like I think he
Yeah.
got like a
Yeah.
nice
Yeah,
he
one.
got the
But then he gets
beginner
like the
ass.
special one you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
one.
The
Yeah.
fucking 9000.
All right, how many snitches?
Go lead us, Dean.
Oh,
You're the newbie here. You're the Harry Potter.
I've seen this one a few times. This one I will give. Probably 4.5.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
It's good, man.
It throws you right into the time of year, and it's definitely I love a good like submersive like world like a StarArs, like a
Their
Harry
world
Potter.
building's good in Harry
Yeah.
Potter, man.
I don't know what happened. I think they just came out at a time where like I just wasn't really interested in
Yeah.
like reading or like these kind of stories, and then I got into them again later. Like I was really into it when I was really really young,
Same.
when I would binge like the Star Wars stuff when I was like before these even came out.
Yeah.
And then by the time these came out, I was kind of in this like didn't really care. And
Yeah,
then
we
I
were
got
junior
older.
high.
Then I was like, oh, these are fucking fantastic.
I was the same. I didn't see. I don't think I saw episode 2 or 3 in theater or until I was like in my 20s because I
Yeah.
got over it. And even these, I only saw like the first 3 in theater. Then I skipped like 4, and then I saw the last 4 in theater. Because you become too cool when you're like 14.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish. Yeah. Anyways, I wish I would have watched them as a kid more, but they're great. I used to make fun of like my older friends, like in my 20s, that were like all about Harry Potter,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh no, I get it. It's pretty good.
No, it is good. I'll probably give,
4.5.
I'll probably give it like a 4.55, 4.6 also. I mean, it's definitely not my top Harry Potter because I do think it only gets better. But like it's complete. The world building's there. It sets the stage for what's about to happen. Visually, it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be because I haven't watched this one in a long time. The CGI is obviously not amazing, but it you can watch it and not like puke.
Yeah.
You don't look at it and you're like, oh,
I
damn.
don't notice anything except for like obviously all the staircases were made out of styrofoam.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I'm a Harry Potter head, man. We'll give it a 4.6 officially.
All right. My 5-star Harry Potter is definitely Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire is good, man.
So based on that, I would say this is like 4.25. It's
fair.
It's just because it's not quite 100% there, but it's very good. The kids' performances are outstanding for
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
They're really really good. Like probably the weakest link would be Rupert Grint. Oh my God, why am I blanking on his name? Ron Weasley.
Mm.
He's probably the weakest link from an acting standpoint through the whole series, but he actually gets
better.
considerably better
Yeah.
as it goes along.
I think Malfoy's not even that great in this one.
He's not. He doesn't
Yeah.
have a lot to do either.
Yeah.
But
He's another one that's such a big part of the movie, but has very few actual like scenes.
right, yeah. And Snape and McGonagall, the actors were handpicked by J.K. Rowling because those are the people that she had in mind
Yeah.
when she was writing the books.
Snape's so good.
Yeah, he's like a Broadway guy too, right?
He's fucking Die Hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's so good. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's yeah. I think he is a Broadway guy, right?
Yeah, he's like a classically trained.
Yeah, he's a
actor.
classically trained
Yeah.
actor. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah.
What was that one random movie he did with Tim the Toolman Taylor? Remember that? Galaxy Quest.
Dude, that
Oh my
movie's low.
God, that's so good.
Bro,
Remember
I love
him-
Galaxy
remember him in
Quest.
Galaxy
yeah,
Quest?
I love Galaxy Quest.
I love that movie.
That
Yeah.
movie's underrated.
No, that
dude.
movie's really good, and it's probably in this era.
Probably so.
Yeah, mayy just a hair earlier.
Early
Yeah, he was in that,
2000s.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell
Oh,
yeah, he
yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's just like his Spock, right, or something
Yeah,
like
Yes,
that.
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
He's got the
Thor's
blue,
hammer.
the
Yeah.
blue guy.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
good. I forgot
I
about
need to
that too.
rewatch that.
No, that one's good. These are all movies that were like on TNT all the time as a kid, so I'd always
Dude.
watch them.
Hey, watch Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy
bro.
Quest
That'll blow your mind.
Yeah,
like, it was like what was going on in the early
It's
2000s?
like a parody that's not a parody of like Star Trek and Star Wars.
that
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, that works amazingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a parody of the original and original Star Trek, and
But it's like the almost breaking the fourth wall of it, right? Because
Yeah.
they're actors, but they're not actors.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
good.
Yes.
It's
right.
good.
Exactly. Exactly. And the Orville is like a parody of the Next Generation era.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
good.
man.
That is funny.
All right.
Yeah, I agree though. Order of the Phoenix. We're not going to do any other Harry Potters for now, but Order of the Phoenix, and then Goblet of Fire. Those are like starting to get all like 5 out of 5s.
Yeah.
Like they're just hitters as you get into like 4, 5, 6, and then 7 and 8. I have my qualms with the Hollows, but they're still like
They're
4
just
7s, 4
Ginger
8s.
Dark. I saw both those in the theater. I went by myself.
Yeah, they're good.
I was like interested enough to go by
no, they're good.
my son Sam is not a fan of Harry Potter. Strangely enough, he's a genre guy, but the genre doesn't work for him.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, we got to get Sebastian out of here. So, Dean, where people can find you?
Oh yeah, at DeanStores.ck at Kevin and Kilos. We have nothing left right now, but doing a big, huge restock coming in on the 9th. So
Nice, Sebastian.
Sebastian _Brambila on IG.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sacramento, California, 3rd Street Barbell. All your apparel needs for lifting. New drop is live if you're listening. 3sb.co. I'm Solomon Mike where you want to find me, and we'll catch you guys next week.
I am at the Jim McDonald on all those social media. This show is 50% facts, where percent is a word and 50 is just numbers. 50% facts. This is Spreaker Prime Podcast in association with iHeartMedia on the Obscure Celebrity Network. And we'll talk to you next time.